Yeah, there was some weight to this episode.
The stakes were well done.
Yeah.
Nice, but still juicy.
Okay, that's important.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go into well done territory, you need them juicy, or else it's just not going to work.
Exactly.
This episode was sous vide.
Didn't need any kind of A1.
To boldly go where we haven't gone in 2 years, Star Trek Strange New Worlds is back with Season 3, and in this episode, we are reviewing and discussing the Season 3 premiere, Episodes 1 and 2. Let's get right into it. I'm your host, Corey Winter. Joining me here for this discussion, we got Jason.
I have nothing.
All right, we got Josh Winter. And we got Christian James.
Hit it.
I also didn't say your last name, Jason. Summer. Summer is your last name. Summer. Not just Jason.
Jason
You're not
Summer.
like Beyonce or something. You're like Jason Summer.
I mean, if I go by Jason, it's fine. If that's a direction that we're gonna go, I'll lean into it. Like,
He's more of a Madonna than a Beyonce.
Yeah.
You can kiss my ass, kiss my grits.
So we're back doing our day of release review and discussion episodes for Star Trek Strange New Worlds. We did this for the first 2 seasons of this show, and it's been 2 years since they've had new episodes, but we're back.
Yeah, we are.
I blame the writers
Yeah.
and their neediness.
Yeah. But it's been a
They're
while
near
since
neediness to live and
Yeah,
house themselves.
Right.
selfish.
it's been a while since we've gone to put these uniforms on.
Yeah.
Some of us longer than others.
Mine's invisible.
You're covert ops. You're section 38, section 31,
Come on, buddy.
That one.
section 31, section
There it is.
31. Okay.
Anyway, so
We're
yeah,
looking forward to the comments.
Yes, all right. I'm sure most of this is going to get cut. So, yes, we're going to be doing spoilers. We're going to start with some non-spoiler review just to give our overall thoughts about the episodes. We'll give our usual Eat, Sleep, Nerd score on a scale of 1 to 5. We give it 1 to 5 to tell us how we feel about the episodes. We'll average them all together. And then once we do that, we'll get into talking some spoilers about the stories and stuff of these episodes. So I will let you know when the spoilers start. And I will be putting some chapter markers in this episode as well, because we will be talking about both episodes 1 and episodes 2. So if you want to skip ahead to episode 2, that chapter will be down there in the comments. So let's get into it. Episode 1, the part 2 of Hegemony.
Hegemony.
Hegemony. So anyway, this was a part 2 from season 2's cliffhanger. And my gosh, I did not remember a single thing that happened in that episode.
Not a
2
one
years
thing.
ago.
I was going to say it was 2 years ago.
Like, come on. We got to get these episodes out faster if we're going to be doing cliffhangers. Like, that recap did not do much for me. But
Not at all.
should have reviewed the last episode before we watched this one.
So what I gathered, which they did not really cover in the recap, was right as the crew got accosted by the Gorn, the Federation ordered Pike back to a rendezvous.
Yeah.
And so he was like stuck in between decisions.
Correct.
Right. Okay. So they didn't quite go into that, but that's where we left off.
Yeah, so how did we feel about this episode? It was a grand return to Star Trek for us.
It's nice
And
little action
Yeah.
packed.
It was an action-heavy
Very
episode.
action-packed,
Yeah.
I think it was a solid episode, and I think we all agree they took some time out to work on the relationship with Spock and Nurse Chapel.
Yeah.
I think it was misplaced in this episode. I don't think that was a good call.
That was definitely laying the groundwork for what episode 2 was going to end
That's
up being.
fine.
So, like,
But it slowed everything down. It felt out of place.
lives were literally on the line.
Yeah.
Like they were like on, and it's almost on a time crunch on top of that. So there were some parts of the episode which I felt were really misplaced. But other than that, I think it was a solid episode.
There was a part in the episode where it was just conveniently like, yep, Spock's gonna go do it.
Yeah.
Like, we all know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a process of elimination thing.
yeah.
Like and it was experimental medicine. So it really is as much science as it is medicine.
True.
So like he was not an illogical person to send. So I was fine with that. I was fine with the episode as a whole. I am one of those dorks who, like, to me, a lot of the time, action-y Star Trek episodes are actually further down the tier of the episodes I enjoy. And that being said, this one was good. It was very good. And especially because, like, we had to wrap up where we left off, which was in the middle of action. So first off, it was unavoidable, but also it was well done. And I mean that literally. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. We can continue to see where all of Paramount's money goes. It's straight into this show.
Which is not a bad investment.
No, it's not a bad investment at all. I've started making people at work watch it leading up to this. And and they frankly couldn't believe how high the production value on this little Star Trek show was. And I was like, yeah, I know, you're missing out. I'm still not a fan of the modern design for the Gorn. I feel like it's 90% of the way there.
Their heads are very small.
Their heads are too little, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Honestly, I think they should have done kind of what they did with Jaws and Alien with them. I think we saw too much of what the Gorn look like in this episode. It actually kind of looked a little silly once we actually saw them, like one of the pilots, the Gorn pilots, towards the end of the first episode. I was like, I could do less with seeing. I could do more. I could see less. I could see less of this thing and be happy. There we go. Okay, so
we knew what you were trying to say.
I was like, this isn't working.
I could less of the more.
Right. Yeah. So I think it kind of lost its mystique and its intimidation factor.
Yeah.
Its scare factor, because we got to actually see it. And I up until that point, I thought they did really well kind of like hiding them. So like doing the Alien and Jaws thing.
Balancing out how much you get to see.
Yeah, I feel like the design thing was more of my disappointment.
It's literally the head. The head is little. It's
they
too
had
little.
the if anyone out there have seen Velocipaster,
I have.
Classic. Yeah,
it has the Velocipaster look to it, which just has a long neck, and it's weird. Its stance is weird.
Yeah,
and like I don't know. They could have done better with that.
That's not a compliment.
It's like
yeah,
it's like 30% neck.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's just awkward looking. I know it's an alien, but like it's not that scary.
Yeah,
it just looks awkward.
So the real, I think with the Gorn, the real fear or the real the intimidation factor or the fear factor about it is the fact that they're so different than humans. Like, you know, they the way that they get their fuel, the way that they interact, the way that they coordinate their ships and whatever else. That was where I think a lot of the mystique that you pointed out earlier and the trepidation came from. And once they got away from that, they kind of removed all that for me.
Yeah.
Well, Gorn aside, let's just overall feelings about the story. Without getting into spoilers, not doing spoilers yet.
Yep.
I love the emotion of it. Captain Pike was having some struggles coming up with decisions.
He was going through it.
Yeah. He was struggling. Yeah. And like he had the emotional baggage, which we'll talk about in the spoiler section in a second. But just he was having to go to everyone for support to figure out what to do, which was awesome. Like he was very like.
Well, that's not out of character for him.
No. Yeah. Like that's what a good captain does. He delegates, but like he was struggling to know if he was making the right decision.
It was pretty much like, bro, I don't know what y'all got.
Yeah. There was some weight to this episode.
The stakes were well done.
Yeah.
Nice, but still juicy.
Okay, that's important.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go into well done territory, you need them juicy, or else it's just not going to work.
Exactly.
This episode was sous vide.
Didn't need any kind of A1. Just really.
And they were teasing me at the end. I thought we were about to lose someone.
I thought we were going to lose a couple people.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Because again, not everyone is a TOS character.
Correct.
Like there are some folks who can die.
Right. Not everybody's got the plot armor.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, all of that said, before we get into spoilers, I want to know scores for this first episode. So, Hegemony, part 2. What are we giving it? 1 to 5.
3 out of 5.
Why did everyone look at me?
I was looking at both yes.
I mean, I adore this show. It's my favorite Trek. With the exception of one episode, I have never given any of these less than a 5, and I will not be breaking my streak. 5 out of 5.
All right.
We all know which one it was.
I'm also going to give it a 5 out of 5 because we were talking about the Nurse Chapel Spock thing. That didn't bother me. I thought it was fine.
No, Jason's picky.
You know I was right.
No, I think you're just picky.
And I love the action-heavy episodes. I love the slower-paced episodes as well, but the action, I'm an action boy. And it felt like it had some stakes to it too.
So even with the blood,
The blood was a little much. The blood was a little much. They kept showing it. They did not shy away from showing that
They
blood.
needed you to know how far it progressed.
Yeah, it was establishing stakes.
Yeah. Even with the blood,
okay.
it was fine.
Bloody
I loved it.
stakes.
I didn't really have any cons for this episode. So 5 out of 5 for me. Jason,
Uh,
last one standing.
4.25.
You would just start off with the decimals. All right, so while we wait for the score compilation, spoiler warning ahead. Let's talk about some story stuff for episode 1 of season 3, Hegemony.
Hey, Jiminy.
All right, so
Deep
Yum.
space spoilers.
we don't want to spend too much time talking about this because we do want to get to episode 2 as well in a timely manner. But spoilery stuff. What do you guys want to talk about?
I would say, I guess the plus side with an action-y episode, there's not much to talk about in the way of story. So, I mean, basically, it's fighting the Gorn. They figured out that the Gorn have some sort of ties to solar flares,
Yeah.
essentially
Yeah.
with so depending on the solar cycle, they're either in attack mode or hibernation mode, and they were getting ready to go into attack mode and to start attacking the Federation, and so Pike and team had to figure out how to stop that.
All we have to do is adjust the sun.
Right, we just got to create a sun around the Enterprise.
So things I loved. Scotty. Scotty's great.
That's one of my big ones. Scotty had a pretty big role in this episode.
And as Jason pointed out, he's kind of a proto Scotty.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's got all the brains, but none of the confidence yet.
yes, none of the swagger.
Yeah. Swag.
He's still getting schooled by
His literal teacher.
his teacher. Yes, Carol. God dang it, Carol Kane. There we go. Thank you.
Pelia.
Pelia.
Is that her name?
I don't know.
Pe-
Paleolithic.
I still don't know her name
Pelia?
in the show.
Pelia.
It's
yeah.
Pelia.
Pelia. Sure.
Pelia.
Sounds
All right,
great.
cool. I think really just the one big plot thing we got to talk about is
Yeah.
Ortega.
Ortega.
like straight up woke up without half her hand,
Right.
which at that point I was just like, ooh,
That's the first problem. That she
That is-
flies the ship.
yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Right. I was like, oh, that's a problem.
How many? I mean, like I type with like mostly 3 fingers. Can she do it without all 5?
Right.
These are the questions.
It kind of seemed like we were going to lose her at the end. Like she was losing a lot of blood, and they were
Sure.
really emphasizing that.
They were.
Yeah, I thought they were just going to kill her right then when she got
Yeah.
impaled by the Gorn.
Yeah. They marveled.
yeah.
They
Yeah, I
marveled.
kind of thought that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't stick the landing.
Oof.
No.
Oof.
I didn't think she was going to die. There was.
Well, to Josh's point, she's the one that does not have plot armor. She was not in
Yeah,
the original.
She's one of the ones. Yeah.
The other one is the captain's
Batel.
Captain Patel, captain's girl. Batel, sorry. She was infected with the Gorn in the previous episode with the Gorn spawn. And so Spock and Nurse Chapel were trying to figure out how to extricate the spawn from her without killing her. So we didn't know if she was going to die. Honestly, I thought that could go either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like we know as Trek people that this is not who Pike ends up with.
Right.
So I mean, again, yeah, like she's an original character. She does not necessarily survive. So I don't know. To me, this would have been a kind of a decent time to kill her off.
She'll probably stick around.
it tracked. Like this
yeah,
would be the
like
time
this.
to do
the
it.
This would have been
Yeah.
this would have been a logical time to kill her off. Are we disappointed that no one died?
A little bit. Honestly, I feel for like an episode with this amount of weight and it was the leftover of the cliffhanger. Something should have happened.
Yeah, and the level of threat that the Gorn are, somebody should have died.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
If I have a problem, and I don't dock this from the episode itself because it doesn't tie into the episode itself, but in the original series, which again takes place after this, the Gorn are mysterious and hardly known. Like, period. So we've reached a point where like this should be something you learn about in the academy when you're going through it. You know, like, hey, we had a brush with these things. Could have been a huge deal, and they're hibernating. So, like, I don't...
So Admiral April
Yep.
sent allowed Pike to return off the record.
So he
So I
swept
wonder-
it all under the
So
rug?
I wonder if they swept it all under the rug.
Okay, I'll allow it, but I don't like
Yeah,
that.
it's a stretch.
That's not very...
It's a-
That's not very Starfleet.
right. It's a stretch, but yeah, they were. Admiral April was going to bring Pike back and make him stay with all the other ships, but he's like, we got to go save the colonists. We got to go save my people. And also, if we don't do anything now, the Gorn are just going to keep coming. And Admiral's like, okay, fine, go. It's off the record. So maybe that's why.
All right, plausible deniability. I'll allow it, but I've been thinking that, I guess, for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Is that we're turning this into a very big deal. But then later on, not even that long, like 5 years from now in the timeline, they're supposed to act like no one's ever seen a Gorn before.
Mm,
So at least Kirk wasn't on board when all this happened.
yeah.
Because then it'd be
True.
a huge
Right,
plot
it
hole.
would be.
It's already bad enough with Spock,
Right.
but it's fine.
But then his brother's on board. He could tell him about it.
True story.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I also don't take it that seriously.
Sure.
Like, it's if we adhered too strictly to that, you wouldn't be able to do a show that
Yeah,
took place before it. So, I mean, a grain of salt with everything. But again, it felt like they were building up to this huge war. So I guess that's maybe why they avoided it. It's because then you have to explain why no one's ever talked about it before.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said, it's a small nitpicky thing, but I've literally been thinking about it for 2 years.
Well, they just swept it under the rug. And there you go.
They did.
And Bob's your uncle.
That's a big
Robert is your uncle. Robert April. Nailed it.
All right. Well, our score for this episode is a 4.5 out of 5. So not bad. Just shy of being a really perfect episode. It's a nice return to form.
All right, I'm glad that you really liked it.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
And to Josh's point, very action-heavy episode, so there's really not a lot to talk about story-wise. Like it
That was actually
just...
Jason's point. But yes.
All right. Well, cool.
It's fine. Whatever.
No, it was good.
Now you know how it feels.
It was good. I never felt like I knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah.
There were enough questions where I paid attention because I wanted to see what would happen. So it was good. And it tied up a neat enough bow that episode 2 didn't feel super weird immediately following it.
Ooh, let's get into episode 2 of season 3 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. This one was called Wedding Bell Blues.
Spoiler alert, Corey didn't like it.
Well. This was like a complete 180 from episode 1 in terms of tone.
Yeah, it was almost like, hey, we just had 2 really serious episodes. Let's just do something really corny.
Well, like typically they always have a corny episode somewhere in the season, but usually it's like somewhere in the middle. This was episode 2. Like
it was a storybook episode.
Yeah.
That's okay. I've been thinking about
He got
it.
there.
Okay.
It's okay. But see, I would counter that though.
Okay.
Tone shifts, and we've talked about it before during these reviews. Watch the old episodes. Like we've talked before about the tonal whiplash during the season.
It just kind of comes with the territory.
Yeah, and and that's okay though, because I kind of love it because I never know what I'm going to get before the episode starts. And I mean, it's true. I don't like. What are we going to do? Am I going to cry this week? Am I going to laugh? What's going to happen? And I don't know. Like I find it charming, but you always say there's one corny episode. That's true. There's usually one episode a season that just goes above and beyond. But there's plenty of episodes that I would classify as silly.
Yeah.
Like Spock Amok. That one's not ridiculous, but the one where he turns human for an episode, it's definitely lighthearted in tone though.
Yeah.
And so that's how this one felt to me. I could get why you might feel it was ridiculous. But to me, this felt more hijinky than ridiculous.
I was going to say, I think a large part of the appreciation for this episode did rely on people's knowledge of the original series.
Also true.
I'm not going to go into it right now because we're going to do the
spoilers later.
Yeah, we'll do spoilers later. But I think, part of it was, oh, this is cool. Kind of, this is a really cool connection between the 2 series. There's actually a connection with 3 series. but we'll
True story. Yeah.
talk about that. So I would say that I don't like, or I have a problem with TV episodes or movies that are heavily reliant on previous iterations for context.
Mm.
You know, they should be able to stand alone. And I
Yeah.
think I do think that there was a modicum of a connection between the series that kind of is necessary.
I disagree with your assertion.
Okay, that's fine.
Like,
All right, cool, bro.
Necessary to fully appreciate, yes, but necessary to understand what's happening, not at all. Like,
That's what I was thinking, because it's not necessarily an episode to have to understand past episodes. It's just something that happens.
Technically,
and
future
you can
episodes.
appreciate the episode from knowing said series. But
yeah, because like neither of
There's
you
no
guys
way.
have watched the original series.
No.
Certainly not in any like driven way.
Yeah.
And so, did you have trouble understanding the episode at all?
No.
So there you go. Lawyer.
They're just smarter than the average bear.
I kind of feel like the reason this was a 2-episode premiere is because they knew episode 2 was weak and they just wanted to get it out there right after a strong episode.
it's very interesting to know how Corey feels about an episode or a movie when he goes
Right?
really loud several times.
I did not enjoy it. So I think the one takeaway for me as far as a positive goes is that I love when Spock is a little bit out of his element. And so he was a little goofy in this episode. I like when Spock is goofy.
Or
I
like a little
love-
bit humanized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Gregory Peck as Spock. So anytime we get a Spock episode, period,
Gregory.
Ethan.
Ethan
You
Peck.
did say-
Gregory Peck is his
I was like,
grandfather.
that was not
Sorry.
registering. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
my brain said,
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's
Ethan
okay.
Peck, who was very sweet when we met him. He was
Yeah.
quite lovely.
He was awesome.
But yeah, anytime there's a Spock heavy episode, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Like I don't really even care what it is.
Yeah.
Like let's just go.
I prefer the Captain Pike episodes. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Those are always my
so,
favorite.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is another Captain Pike light. So
But all that said, let's do some scores for this episode. So yet again, this is episode 2, Wedding Bell Blues of season 3. So scores for this episode.
5, Star Trek silliness. Love it.
Okay.
Plus, I have to bring up Corey's score.
3.75.
Okay. Christian.
4 out of 5.
Really?
Yeah, you're the only one who hated it, Corey.
What?
What was yours?
What? 2 out of 5.
Wow.
That's about what I figured you were going to say.
Yeah.
2 out of 5. It's still Star Trek.
Yeah. It made me laugh.
Right.
That's about all I got for it. And it did also move the story along for the Spock and Nurse Chapel
Yeah.
things. Like I was
Right,
okay with at least it moving the story along.
Right.
It didn't feel like a waste of an episode, just tonally did not work for me.
Okay.
So
Embrace the silliness, bro.
It kind of felt Forrest Gumpy a little bit.
Interesting.
Well, you know,
But I
how-
don't feel like you're wrong, though.
right when Jenny goes away,
Yeah. Then she
Yeah.
comes
Finds her
back.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
just to come back to the awkwardly, socially
That is true.
awkward
Yeah.
guy that's just like, oh hey, I have a boyfriend now.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
And let's never forget that Jenny is the greatest villain in cinema history.
worse than Thanos.
Way worse than Thanos. I get where Thanos was coming from.
Right.
let's get into spoilers. All right. So what happened in this episode, guys?
Yeah, so we got introduced to Trelane, or reintroduced to Trelane, who is a character from the original series, the something of Gothos.
It had a very 1960s sci-fi name.
Yeah, it was the the something of Gothos, I think is the name of it. And it is a Q-like character who they did retcon into saying that he is Q, that he is a part of the continuum, which is from Star Trek: The Next Generation. And basically, he's up to mischief. He's a Loki type character, and Spock is upset that Nurse Chapel found herself a boyfriend during her 3-month excursion, and he's like, he sits at the bar and he's like, I wish, I could be with Nurse Chapel, and this dude makes it so.
Uh,
Okay, anyway. Sorry. Anyway, so it's kind of an episode of like living in an alternate reality type thing. Illusion. The entire crew is under the illusion that Spock and Trapper are getting married, and everything's all messed up.
In a nutshell, that's not bad.
That was it.
Yeah.
That's really it. And it's just and it's like Josh said, it was kind of a hijinks episode. They're just the Trelane just wants to create mischief, and it turns out he's a child.
Yeah.
In the Q continuum. So he's just kind of being petulant and irresponsible.
8,000,
which is saying much for Q.
Yeah. Like as far as Q hijinks go, it's pretty mild.
So
actually.
this was an established thing from other series.
Yes. So sorry. It's Trelane is from the original series. We brought Trelane into Strange New Worlds, and they retconned that Trelane is a Q. So we've connected 3 series.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Just because when they finally did Q in the Next Generation, who ended up becoming a fairly major character, not a frequent character, but a major character. The comparisons between the two were too big to ignore. There's thematically they were the exact same character, so it just made it easier, to just explain it away that way. So that's what they did. But anyway, so like I said, I liked it. I liked the episode. It was good, but I also think it was important the way they did it, because you said a second ago that it moved the Spock Christine storyline forward. I would argue it kind of ended it. And I feel like if you didn't do it in sort of a lighthearted episode, that'd be heavy as crap.
But would they really end a plot line like that that's been going on for a while in episode 2 of a season?
Yeah.
It feels like something that would wrap up at the end of a season.
But it's just like a plot line to keep going.
Because you got to remember, like, it's, and again, this gets into TOS as well as what they've done so far on Strange New Worlds. Like, Spock is or will be again engaged to be married to T'Pring, and I mean that doesn't go well either in the original series, but that's beside the point. And the boyfriend that Christine brought in is her husband in the original series. Spoiler alert, he dies. But
that's not, I mean, that is a 60-year-old spoiler.
Yeah.
But that is he. That is the guy.
Yeah.
And so I mean, like, it's time to end it.
Okay, so you're saying at this point it wouldn't make sense to just drag it along because they've already
they've introduced they've introduced literally who she will end up with.
Okay.
I mean, also I think it's run its course, like the storyline, because you're starting to go from character driven plot lines to 90210 drama if you keep it going.
How many times are we going to Ross and Rachel this?
Right,
like,
exactly. Let's just, and at some point I guess Spock is supposed to become more stoic anyway.
Correct.
So yeah, that has to start happening as well.
Yeah. And having your heart broken is a good way to end up stoic.
I mean,
it's a tale as old as time. So no, like it's I think it was a logical decision, and I think it was smart to wrap it up in a light-hearted episode to balance out the fact that this is really going to suck for him.
Yeah. Well, then let's talk about some other plots that kind of opened up in this episode. So we do have Ortega's
who is PTSDing.
Yes, but like they didn't even really touch on that until like the very last
very end. Yeah.
All right, is she PTSD or has she been infected as a spy?
So I wondered that too. Is she infected? Because like she got stabbed pretty hard by one of them.
Surely, because it's been 3 months after the first episode.
Yeah.
So surely they would have done all sorts of testing on any of the crew who actually had physical contact with the Gorn.
Yeah.
I just find that hard to believe.
Maybe.
I think it's much more logical that she just went through something horrible and almost died and was disfigured and has PTSD.
Yeah.
Simpler is normally the right.
When you hear hooves, you think horses, not zebras, Jason. The same
you do.
The same is true in space.
I think of the cloven demon Lucifer.
Wow.
No. So none of you guys picked this up. I would have gotten this without the spoiler that I wreaked upon myself. Right Reeked?
You know what?
Reeked?
Rot?
Reaped. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, rot upon myself. Yes, rot. Yes. John Delancey was the voice of Daddy.
Oh, that's
I
cute.
thought I
Yeah.
knew his
Yeah.
voice.
So I was looking up the actor that was playing Trelane, and I saw that John Delancey was listed in the IMDb character list. I was like, damn it! I was kind of hoping for a visual appearance, but that did not happen. But he did voice Trelane's dad, which also cemented the Q connection. So I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah.
If you just would put your phone down when we're watching stuff, you wouldn't spoil things for yourself.
It's true. It's true.
Knowledge is a curse, Jason.
Well, part of it is I wanted to find out information to talk about during the podcast. So, yeah.
I'll forgive you, I guess.
Yeah.
But will you forgive yourself?
No. I
Fruit
keep
of the
doing it to
poison
myself.
tree.
We did get that cool Pike scene at the end. He actually did have like a moment at the end where he just had his usual Pike humor where he gave his little speech. And, the bar's open. Like
They acknowledged his hair.
they did.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They acknowledged his hair. Also, Spock and Soong danced, which I thought was kind of cute.
Which it kept coming back up.
Yeah.
So is there something there?
I'd be okay with it for a little bit.
Not needed.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
agreed.
I don't feel like there's anything there beyond
Yeah.
friendship, though.
Yeah.
Like that would be. I like them as friends. I wouldn't want them to be romantic.
It'd be
interests.
logical.
Because she was tied to Kirk in last season, wasn't she?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
What happened
Yeah.
with that?
she's
Nothing
got
yet.
eyes for the man. Remember, it was an alternate timeline, and so she remembers it. He
Yeah.
doesn't,
That's right.
and she confessed her feelings to him. And he said, "Hey, look, like I could picture it, but I just knocked some gal up." As
That's
Kirk
right.
does.
That's not David, is it? Was it?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay.
yeah. Remember, we looked it up.
Yeah,
It's
it
he's
is David. That's
referencing,
right.
Yeah.
Carol.
which he doesn't know yet, but she's going to tell him to stay the hell away.
Again, that's a 40-year-old spoiler.
Yeah.
Well, then, anything else?
Um,
Anything else?
Star Trek's back. It is nothing different. It's nothing. It is true to form, even with the goofiness of the
Right.
silliness.
Yeah.
It is. Everybody's acting is on point. Everybody's changed up their style a little bit, which everybody's rocking it. So,
Yeah, a bunch of good-looking folks.
right? Yeah.
All right. And the moment we've all been waiting for, our score for this episode, 4 out of 5. My score really brought us
Yeah.
down.
I kind of think it should be lower a little bit.
It should,
Yeah.
but I've started rounding up. It actually would be around like a 3.8 if it wasn't rounding up. So, sorry.
What is the point of me doing the decimals? That's my thing. No,
And
you're
he's-
not going to.
and he's
you're not
taking it
gonna
away from
edit
you.
this. It's not going to change anything. No, you're not doing this to me. I will not. I will not be managed.
More realistically, it'd be around like a 3.75. So a little bit lower, but still right there.
So Corey's a
Right there.
liar.
Yeah, it's right there.
It
On that-
looks precisely best as 4.
You can just kiss my grits. Just there's so much grit kissing today. Just
On that note, we're not going to commit to doing a weekly episode review, but we're going to try. We're going to try. That was a lot of fun when we did it a couple years
it
ago.
was fun.
So we'll do our best to come back here every single Thursday as new episodes air throughout the season. And don't forget, if you haven't heard yet, this show is actually only going to be going through season 5. They've officially confirmed that it will end after season 5. So
With a truncated season 5.
really, I did not see that part.
Yeah.
How many episodes?
I think they said 6.
Oof.
Normally they're 10 episode season.
Which it makes sense. Like we all know where Pike's story ends.
Yeah, this has a finite ending.
Yeah, we can't drag it on forever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, true.
the fact that they're actually not only greenlighting it for 2 more seasons after the current season, they're giving it a finite ending.
See, I like
That's
that
good.
though. Yeah, like I like that they have committed to an ending instead of just one season being like, you know what, we feel like you did enough.
And if you're curious how we feel about the entire season as a whole combined, it's also a 4 out of 5 through 2 episodes so far for season 3.
Is that accurate or did you round?
It's as long as my formulas are correct, that's accurate. Spot on 4.
That's including the
That's
actual
including
numbers.
the actual numbers.
Now, is that an
Alright.
average of your averaged
no,
scores?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Thank you for tuning in. If you have not already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@EatSleepNerd. Leave a like on this video. Leave some comments down below if you are watching along with these 2 episodes that debuted Season 3 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And please share us with your friends and family over on social media. That goes a long way into supporting this channel. And if you are local to Huntsville, Alabama, or the surrounding areas, we will be in person at the Midsummer Market at Stovehouse this coming Sunday, July 20th. So please come hang out with us. We'll be there from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. We'll have a little booth there set up. You'll see our giant, awesome banners, which I'm very excited about.
Corey's very excited about these.
We'll have wristbands. We'll have stickers. Come get a crisp high five. We'd love to see you there. We'll be doing some more of that stuff in the coming months. Any final thoughts, guys?
I thought you said a crisp pike flag. I'm like, we have those?
I want a crisp.
Coming soon.
At our store.
Yeah.
Right. Which
Get it on the
exists.
store.
Go,
Right,
just
yeah.
go to the store. Just
Go to the store.
look around.
Yeah.
So, Josh, you had the highest average score across these 2 episodes. So, what are 3 things nerds should be doing before they go check out Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3?
Eat Sleep Nerd.
Take it easy, people.